The date is January 4th, 2025. The NRA Canadian Tire Series is ready to begin its third season in the league. 4 cars are ready to participate: Oda, Sammy, Fish, Lil Dave, and yours truly, Soaring. Soaring in the 97 Max Wellington Motorsports has had a pretty good run this race. He has led a lot of laps, and in the last lap, it was just clean air and Oda sniffing his bumper. Since Oda had no help, he couldn't get any run on him. All Soaring had to do was cruise to the finish, winning on his debut race. This race would begin his NRA career and his journey.
7 will win the inaugural Daytona race for D2 here today at Daytona.
Owner of Max Wellington Motorsports, Rover would take note of this and promote him up into full-time D1 seat at race 5 of the D1, kickstarting his D1 career. Thankfully, after the disastrous Daytona 500, he would go on to win Kansas, which was also his D1 debut. This driver is surely going to be good. He locked himself into the playoffs from this race, and it was all calm until the playoffs. Max Wellington had also announced that they wouldn't exist anymore and would be sold to Soaring himself. So the pressure was on to bring back glory to Maxwell for the last time coming into these last few races. Darlington. What a race. It started off calm, mainly green, while everybody was leading, besides Dega. After one controversial finish, Race Control decided to redo the finish. The next overtime, Red Font absolutely dumped Soaring for the win, who was then parked.
Go. Dinoco's all mine.
The next restart, we finally had a good finish that was actually good, but Soaring was barely edged out by B-Dog.
Finish at the line, come on!
At Chicago, the second race of the playoffs, Soaring and B-Dog, and even Smile, very early on were back in the field. King Sub Smile was also on the occasion, as I just said. In the end, Smile, King Sub, ended up winning after B-Dog had to do a driver swap with Tanuki.
Goes down the front stretch. The 9 car of Gigatronics, driven by Smile, will win it here at the Grand Park 55 Chicago Street Course.
After this, Soaring was at huge risk. If V-Dog or King wins the next race, then he loses, since Dega and Rover have more points than Soaring. If Dave, Dega, or Happy, or Rover wins, then the same thing happens. This is now basically a must-win situation for Soaring at Martinsville. The green flag waves at Martinsville, kickstarting the competition. A couple of cautions happened later, a few of them with Soaring in them. On lap 50, literally anybody could win this race besides Happy, as they all sniffed the front. As we enter the last 20 laps, Soaring leads. He stays in the lead for quite a while, also while Happy parks it. The more you know. With 10 to go, Dave takes the lead. Then he would spin out the next lap. B-Dog and Soaring continued to battle until disaster strikes. Soaring hits a bump in the wall, collecting Daytona into it too. Remember, this is a must-win situation, and he is basically dead last. Soaring has to climb his way back into the leading areas as Dave, Soaring, and B-Dog chases glory. With 2 to go, Soaring is in P2 and doesn't make the move on 1 and 2. But on 3 and 4, he makes the move. He gets side by side with Dave as we go white. King is also on the occasion too, in turn 1. B-Dog moves Dave out of the way, meaning Soaring would be shuffled up. He would be sent back to P3. What was Soaring thinking at this moment? Glory? Final 4 spot? Maxwell's last ride? He was thinking of all.
They come down to the line.
Here they come now!
Oh my God, he's dead.
There's cars wrecking everywhere.
They're all dead. Soaring. Do the line. He's gonna win it here at Martinsville.
People don't know how crucial this was. If Soaring didn't make this move, Soaring would have never made the Final 4. No final attempt for Maxwell. No nothing. King also had to try, and if Soaring doesn't do that, King would have won his second race in the playoffs. Soaring had done it, and the amount of skill it takes to break, and knowing what to break, is absurd. I know it was kind of like a kamikaze, but still, that still requires a lot of skill. He ended up finishing P3 in the championship, but that doesn't really matter. People mainly remember the 2022 Ross Chastain with his wall ride, not the Champ 4, which is why I made this video. There have been many other passes, not better than this one. I chose this one because of the things I said a few seconds ago. This pass was so crucial, and if he didn't do that, Maxwell would be going out without a proper goodbye. Thank you for watching this cinema. Have a great day. Night. Sorry. 21. Can you goon some for me?